All right, we're back here in the Daytime Kitchen for Food City Friday talking about National Family Meals Month with registered dietitian Kirby Moir. And Kirby, you showed us some great shortcuts and some great dishes earlier. You got some more you want to share with us now.
Yeah, and these are definitely geared more towards being kid-friendly.
Yeah.
And emphasizing more of those fresh produce picks.
All right.
Because what we know about family meals, actually children that eat more family meals during the week are more likely to consume more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains.
Okay.
Which we recommend.
Because you're kind of directing them, yes.
100%. And it also helps, I think, improve parents' intake as well. Because if we're mindful of, I want to feed my kids nutrient-rich choices, the likelihood of us expanding our options. And then if you introduce more vegetables to kids at an early age, they're likely to be more open to consuming them as they age, which means we're just continuing a cycle of healthy habits.
Just get them in a habit.
Yep, yes. And of course we know that sometimes kids are picky eaters. They like it one week, they don't like it the next. But these are some techniques to kind of enhance some of those vegetable flavors and really emphasize them as a more apparent part of the plate. And the first one is stuffed peppers.
Okay.
Which what I love about stuffed peppers, you can really make these your own. You can make them like Italian leaning, you can do Mexican, you can do a bunch of leftovers in them and they work really well. You'll have to bake the peppers first in the oven. So you remove the tops, deseed them, put a little oil in there, and they need to bake for about 10 to 15 minutes to allow them to soften. And while those are baking, you're gonna do your stuffing. So these are actually Philly cheese steak stuffed peppers.
Okay.
I used a lean certified Angus beef and actually sliced mushrooms and onions. And then once you cook that down with a little bit of garlic powder, a little pepper, a little salt, you're just gonna top it with cheese and it goes back in the oven just until that cheese melts and the pepper softens a little bit. So these took me right at about 25 minutes to put together last night. Super simple. And
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to confess something here. I love Philly cheesesteaks, and I do like stuffed peppers, but I very rarely eat the pepper part. I eat all the filling out with a spoon or whatever, and then
you know what? And maybe your kids
because I like the flavor the pepper lends. Yeah.
But what I would encourage, even if you have a child or an adult who's eating around the pepper, continue to offer those options because our palates change, and again, we become more open to them. So this is really nice that you versatile choice. And I've mentioned a few different proteins. So we did pork earlier, we did chicken. We're now featuring that beef option, which is really nice. And we snuck in both mushrooms and peppers with melted cheese. Again, that's kind of that sneaky way to get most kids to consume it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people sleep on mushrooms. They are so good for you.
Yeah,
they really are.
And especially with the steak, they actually have a similar texture, so it's less
They take
likely.
all that flavor of the meat as well.
And it looks similar, so you can definitely trick that one a little bit. My second one over here is a pizza chicken bake. Yeah, we all love pizza, and of course, you know, pizza might not be the most nutrient-dense option we could offer. To save time, I actually used a rotisserie chicken breast. You just would remove the two breasts and shred them, mix it in with a quick marinara sauce, and then you're going to top that off with shredded cheese and then whatever veggie toppings you have on hand. So I use mushrooms again, my shortcut peppers and onions. You could put pepperoni in there, olives. We were just talking.
Some black olives would be wonderful in
You could do jalapeno. You were saying if you wanted to make it spicy, you could go any direction there. But again, we recognize we're getting a lean protein, we're getting a choice of dairy, and then I actually like to mix a little bit of spinach in with my chicken.
Okay.
That's going to secondly as that cooks down, and you just bake that in the oven. It has the exact flavor of pizza, but we're really just maximizing trying to get more of those vegetables on the plate with that.
And I know a lot of folks that are on keto diets
or low carb,
or low carb. Do that as well. They make pizza with no crust. You know,
you can absolutely do that. And of course, if you wanted to pair a grain option with that, you could absolutely do that. But this is just kind of that kid-focused flavor choice. And again, more lean protein.
And who doesn't want a good pizza bake? Absolutely. Great job. Give me one right there. All right. It is Dish in a Dash for National Family Meal Month. I can't say that quickly. But you want to find out about everything we've talked about here today. Also, get that recipe book that they're offering right now. You can find that at foodcity.com.